everyone, this is Jasmine from Jazz Drives Art, and today I have some big special news to share with all of you guys. So, for those of you who watched my GoFundMe video on my channel, you would know about this, and if you haven't, you can go watch it. I'll try and link it somewhere here. I applied to be in a comic and zine market for the art gallery of where I live. I applied to be in the comic and zine market because I am a huge comic book fan and I've always wanted to make comic books. Making like illustrations and writing a story is just like the mix of everything I've ever wanted to do in my life. And so I'm excited that they finally have an opportunity that allows anyone here to have a chance to apply and get in and sell their comic books for one day for a good amount of time. And they get to sell their own original stuff. I have been working on comic books for a long time. The first time I first made my own one about like my superhero, invented my superhero, I was 15 years old, and it's been going on ever since. I mean, I made my own comics and stuff when I was in elementary school. What kid doesn't? But yeah, I am really excited about this opportunity. Now, let me tell you why, the whole story of why this is super exciting to me, okay? Okay, let's set the scene. What happens first? This whole market thing is relatively new. As far as I know, it's either not gone on very long or this is the first time they're partnering up. I heard about it by scrolling through all of my social media because I've been on my toes looking for any opportunity to try and sell my comics because, as you guys know, the art industry is one of the hardest industries to be in, and comic books is one of the hardest within that industry fields to get into. And I mean, of course, there's huge companies, everything like Marvel, DC, Dark Horse, Heavy Metal, like all these things, right? But they're really hard to get into. And I'm not gonna lie, it's really suffocating. It's really hard. I'm still working my way towards hopefully working for Marvel someday, but I knew that I always wanted to sell some of my own original series myself and keep it from ever being poached by anybody else. But this one was like, oh, apply to be in it, and I was looking at the rules and everything, and I'm like, hey, this is actually something that I feel like I can do because I do have comics already and I'm going to try selling them, so why not do it in a place where a bunch of other people want to do that too? A place where people are going to specifically come to buy comics from people like me. It was like a dream come true. Like, this is exactly the kind of thing, opportunity I've been looking for, especially as an entry-level person. Like, illustration-wise, really hard to get a job, but this is a start for something for me. I decided, hey, I'm gonna apply. I'm like, already have 2 comics done. I have this idea for a webcomic that I want, but how could I sell that at an event? Well, and I know what you're thinking, you could do a digital file, sure, but that's not what I'm going to do with this. I decided, why don't I take the first 6 pages of this series and turn it into just a teaser 6-page little book, like an actual comic book. And people can have that. It'll be a collector's item, hopefully eventually someday. And they can have that. It's the first 6 pages of the actual comic, and then they can continue to read it once I start posting it. And details on that will be coming later, as I'm still in the process of getting everything put together for it. I went on and I decided to just buckle down and really just go whole hog on making my comic book as much as I could do it each day without fully burning out. Let me tell you, it's hard. I haven't had to push myself that hard. Like, I make videos for you guys, but having to do videos and 2 comics, like, sure, one's a 6-page, and the other one is 18 pages, and it's mostly done, but I have to go back and find the files and fix it. It's a lot of work. It's more than it sounds, but it's kind of rewarding when you finish it. It's a really fun thing to do. And so I went ahead and I made some of those, and I've been working on it like a dog, and I sent in my application for the files of what I would like to post. I sent in why, that I'm a local artist, and all of that. And I applied early just to hope that I would get a spot, because 50% of them are reserved for people who need it more. So I was like really hoping I would get in. Really hoping. Especially since I haven't had a job in comics. I was like, I wonder if I'm qualified enough, imposter syndrome stuff. And finally, like, it came to the day that I was supposed to find out. And they said they were only going to be messaging people who got in. And if you didn't get a response, then assume that you didn't get in. Now, I waited all day, and it got too late at night where I'm like, they're closed, they're not going to message anyone. And I thought I did not get in. And that went on for a few days. Yeah, I was pretty down in the dumps about it. It's hard to pick yourself up immediately after something like that. I was hoping to, like, soon, but it was just really hard because I went through whole thing of my GoFundMe to raise money to print and to have supplies and to buy things so I can sell things and to have a setup. Like, I went through a lot of campaigning, I went through a lot of marketing, I went through a lot of working. I did a lot of stuff behind the scenes. You guys don't know, I've been busy, super busy. And there's been a lot of life things going on, just a lot has happened. And I was like really upset I didn't get in. I didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't know what to do with the money. I didn't know if I should make the comics anymore. Or if I should just hold off and wait till later or what. I didn't know. But eventually, I just like kept checking my email hoping that like it was a mistake that I would get in. And I was like, I have to accept it. I'm not gonna get in. I didn't hear anything for 4 days, and so that's it. And so I've been trying to live, and I was scrolling through my phone and answering messages and everything, and then I get this little pop-up on my phone. And it's an email thing, and I'm thinking, oh, it's probably just like, junk mail, normal stuff, right? And it says about the market, and I'm like, oh, is this like a try again next time kind of thing? But still, my heart was like pounding. I'm like, don't get your hopes up, don't get your hopes up. I open it and it says that they would like to invite me to be a vendor and that I got accepted. Now, this is a huge thing. I just shot up from where I was sitting and I like screamed a little bit, got really excited, went and immediately told my family and my friends. And thank you so much, you guys, for being here. This is a huge thing for me. I know this may seem like a long video. Hopefully I can edit it enough that it's good enough for you guys. But thank you so much for everything you guys have done, helping me, supporting me, and you can still do that. Don't forget, I still have a GoFundMe, even though little bit helps. But all jokes aside, thank you so much, everyone, for helping me, and I cannot wait to do this with you guys. I will be working a lot on my comics, and maybe videos might slow down a little bit, but we'll see. I'll try and keep it up for you guys. If not, there's always live streams on my Twitch or here on my YouTube, if I figure out how to set it up on YouTube. But yes, I will be having those things happen. So if you stay till the end, you get to see these babies. This is one of the items I will be selling. I don't know if the flash is, if you can see that. But this is my first comic book I ever actually made. It's not great in quality, now because I know I can do so much better, but also I had to make this in a month. So it was a lot. This is one of my projects for college, but it's a prequel. It's a prequel book to my series, and I will be selling a few copies of that. There are only 50 in existence, and I will be selling some at the market, so hopefully people get to come and pick one up. You can also try and buy one on my website. And then this is The Alchemist Book 1. So the other one was a prequel, and this is actual Book 1. But this is the last time anybody's ever going to see it. This is the only printed copy of this book, because after I revise it, it will be new and improved and look 10 billion times better. But also I want to add some pages if I have time. But yes, so these are the books that I will be selling, plus my special edition new one for my webcomic series that will be coming out this year, I promise, mostly. But yes, thank you so much, you guys, for watching, and I hope you stay tuned for what comes next. I will keep you guys informed on my journey and hopefully take you with me to the art market and record a little bit if I can. Thank you so much, you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!